Even in the morning, when the mournful hum of car tires grinding asphalt indicates that now thousands of pairs of feet are pounding on the steps, tens of thousands of computers will turn on, SMS messages and emails will fly, and the world will plunge back into meaningless fuss. And even at lunch, when thousands of jaws chew crispy, freshly thawed vegetables and I ordered a salad, and at night, when the hands of the clockwork move drearily and monotonously, when the refrigerator in Khrushchev switches the mode, and one of the neighbors starts another scandal, I cannot sleep. It seems that by closing your eyes and withdrawing from the outside world with a wall of closed eyelids, you give yourself a chance to escape into the realm of Morpheus, but no. Worry, anxiety. Closing my eyes, I can't stop hearing the cacophony of sounds around me. A floorboard creaked, a slipper shuffled, a siren wailed in the distance, or one of the young people turned on music in the car, so loud that the glass in the windows shook. I can even imagine this teenager, with a shaved head and a bomber jacket buttoned up to his neck, drumming his palms on the steering wheel of a tag car. I can hear it. Tight punches, pum pum pum, pum pum. I can't stand dubstep. I don't digest organically at the cellular level. Rather, to get away from this place where the sounds are tearing at my organs of hearing, which are already as susceptible as a taut string. Touch it and it will squeal, push it a little and it will tear, injuring the touched hand. The city park nearby is my outlet. There is the rustle of grass and the velvety rushing of the wind between the trees. It seems that the forest spirit, wrapping its arms around the trunk, hides, then shows itself, sticks out its tongue and runs to the next tree. And the whisper of the leaves, how they look like people being on the branches, they are proud loners, then, falling off, blown away by a sudden gust of wind or already because the stalk has become too weak, they circle in senseless fuss and lay down on the ground so that the imminent snow becomes a death mound for them. I like to go to the northern part of the park, which is closer to the 9-story buildings. It's kind of cozy here. You can hear warm, rough cat tongues lapping milk, and a small kitten purring. Sometimes, from a place a little closer to the 3 aspen trees fused into a bizarre shape, you can hear the barking of a black puppy. I've never seen him, but for some reason I'm sure he's black with white markings on his chest. And here, where the daisies are planted, the parrots have found their last refuge. Kesha and Rita. They often chirp merrily and then neither a kitten nor a puppy can be heard behind them. All of them and many other pets are sleeping in the ground, buried by the loving hands of their former household members. Local authorities have been unsuccessfully trying to ban animal burials for several years, but no official in his right mind would sit and guard visitors to an improvised cemetery at night. I continue my walk and come out of the undergrowth to the administrative building of the local art school. It's already dark, classes are over, and the kids are happy but tired. Holding the hand of mom or dad, and in some cases both, they return home. It seems to me that I hear the last boy taking off his checks, slightly sweating after dancing, putting them in a canvas bag and, urged on by his strict grandfather, going home. I'm trying to get through this section a little faster, because I can hear the thing that lives in the sewer nearby, sniffing to see if all the living have left the building. And then, 3 hours after midnight, the creature will stick its flabby body into the sewer pipe and crawl inside meter by meter, bypassing all the bends. She knows every child by name, knows what they smell like. The creature is too old to eat live ones, but it licks the cooling traces of touching fingers from the door handles, and also goes around all the places where someone forgot a hat or jacket. This discovery pleases the creature more than others. She rips open her flesh with a single tooth, and a few drops of what replaces her blood fall on the children's things. The droplet is white and almost invisible, but if you return the next day and find a lost item, do not erase the drop, do not wash the thing, then the creature will know where you sleep, and at night, through the old pipes, will make its way to you. On the way home, I hope that the teenager in the car at home has already picked up his girlfriend and they went together to some equally noisy place, away from me. Here, at the edge of the park, I walk very quietly, stepping softly from toe to heel. The eastern part. I practically sneak up to the roofs of private houses peeking out 200 meters away from me. It's also noisy, their boiling pots, the hoarse barking of an old mongrel, the sweet snoring of a red cat, the sounds of gunfire in the headphones of a young conqueror of the cyber universe. Everything is better than this crying in the eastern part of the park. I quicken my pace, it's unbearably painful for me to be here. She was never found, and neither was the person who did it. A beggar and a waif, no one needed her, but he promised to feed her. And he fulfilled his promise, he fed her food with sleeping pills and buried her, alive but unconscious, in a deep pit on the outskirts of the park. And the waif breathed for several more hours in an old wooden box. More than 40 years have passed, but, by chance, any buildings, and, consequently, excavations at that place, were not coordinated by the administration, or were postponed. I don't know if the park director intentionally had a hand in this, or if it was a different will. But this crying from the ground and this story whispered by black lips for 40 years, I can't listen anymore. And when twilight wraps the sleeping city in its arms, I walk along its streets quietly. In order not to disturb the restless spirits of suicides at the construction site, which is nearby, the soul of the entrance boy, who, out of mischief, pulls the handles of all the doors at night. And when I wash my face at night, looking in the mirror, I never say anything out loud or look into my eyes. I once heard that those who live in the mirror and pretend to be us do not tolerate this. I do everything very quietly, because one day they, who live beyond the thin line, will hear me too.